Before we go on, if you have not yet subscribed in this channel, please click the subscribe button. You may also like, share and click the notification bell for more videos to come.
You are welcome to Crypto Global News, in Everyday Living with Gualbert. And this is your anchor, Melissa. How is the status of cryptocurrencies in Norway, and what are some of the moves being done by the Norwegian government and its central bank system toward cryptocurrencies? Most of all, what is the consensus value of Pi in this beautiful, scenic Scandinavian country? Together with us today is Sophia, and she will bring us the latest news on cryptocurrencies from Norway. Sophia?
Thank you, Melissa. You are correct, Melissa, in saying that there are so many beautiful places and villages in Norway. You can see at my back the Flam village. Flam is the most beautiful, the most scenic village in Norway, situated in the municipality of Åland, in Vestland County. Norway has been tagged as the most cashless country in the world. Please take note, the most cashless country in the world, with just 4% of their payments made with cash and the majority, which is 96% made with contactless cards or digital wallets, according to CNBC.com.
Oh, it's tremendously exciting, Sophia. It means that 96% of buying and selling activities in Norway are made via debit cards, electronic fund transfer, mobile payments, internet banking and mobile wallets. Does it mean, Sophia, that the Norwegian government is very accommodating with digital and cryptocurrencies? And maybe someday, we will hear that is what has been done by El Salvador of Central America. Norway might also adopt one of the healthy and popular cryptocurrencies like Pi Network as its legal tender? Please answer those questions, Sophia, after this news flash. Oliver, kindly stand by for your report, please. Okay, we will have Oliver's flash report regarding the Pi Network's most discussed topic in the world of cryptocurrency, the Pi Blockchain Explorer. Oliver, please come in with your report now.
Thank you, Melissa. As we all know, Pi Network's hackathon has come to its conclusion just a few weeks ago. We also know that the economic projects that have been developed during the hackathon were to become part of Pi Network's economic system in preparation for its fast approaching main network in December 2021. Excitingly, just right after the hackathon, on October 13, 2021, the Pi Network core team made another announcement, which is the deployment of the Pi Blockchain Explorer. According to the Pi core team, the Pi Blockchain Explorer is another ecosystem app where pioneers can view all transactions on the Pi blockchain. Millions of pioneers around the world were celebrating. They shout, sing, and dance joyfully upon testing their Pi blockchain because, according to them, its speed is tremendously incomparable and uncontestable. It's just a matter of 3 to 5 seconds according to them, and their transaction is already consummated. The Pi core team, however, has reminded the pioneers that currently, only test Pi transactions are available during the testnet phase. But during the transition period into the main network, the Pi Block Explorer will document already real Pi transactions.
Thank you, Oliver. By the way, maybe you are also one among those who are celebrating because of a very successful Pi blockchain. Well, its excellent speed is already having a smell of main network this coming December. Is that true? Do you also do mining in Pi Network, Oliver?
You are correct, Melissa. I have been clicking Pi Network's mine button for almost a year now. And of course I am very excited for the arrival of the mainnet this December, especially that there are so many reliable reports regarding the high value of Pi because of its large community and healthy economic system. This cryptocurrency is incomparable so far, and its popularity surpassed any other cryptocurrency in any social media platform. I hope that you are a Pi miner also, Melissa. I'm Oliver with News Flash reporting for Cryptocurrency Global News. Back to you, Melissa.
Thank you, Oliver. Wow. Almost a year of mining. Have you heard that, Sophia? And even our viewers, maybe can guess how many Pi does Oliver have this time. Maybe Sophia is also mining Pi Network. Okay, let us hear that from Sophia's own words. Sophia, please prepare for your Norway crypto news, still here in Daily Living with Gualbert, Crypto Global News. Sophia, please come in now with your report. The viewers and myself are very excited about your report regarding the Norwegian government's very welcoming attitude towards cryptocurrencies. Can we expect that someday, maybe Pi Network will become legal tender in Norway? How is it, Sophia?
Yes, Melissa, I have been mining also with Pi Network for almost 6 months now. I already have enough shares of Pi for me and my family. And if the declared popular consensus values will come true, then it will be of great assistance not only to us, but for the more than 3 billion people that make up around 40% of the world population, which according to World Bank, are jailed within the prison of poverty level. For example, in Norway, the consensus value for every pi is ranging from 300 to 500 US dollars. This consensus value is not surprising because the Norwegian population is very knowledgeable with digital currency, since cashless transactions are their normal way of dealing with their finances every single day. Let us remember that they are living in a country where most financial transactions happen, as Melissa said, through debit cards, electronic fund transfer, mobile payments, internet banking, mobile wallets, and maybe even QR code systems. That is why when they say $300 or $500 are the consensus values, they know what's the meaning of it. How is it, Melissa?
A very rational and intelligent observation, Sophia. And aside from the proof you have for the conclusion, coming from a population's consensus value whose country is tagged as the most cashless country in the world. Very exciting. Well, the other day, Sophia, I came in contact with a certain acquaintance and she told me that some of her associates tried to contact the core team, of course the Pi core team, and they tried to ask the core team about the consensus value. According to her, the answer was that the consensus values do not come from the core team. What do you say about that, Sophia? After you answer the question, please go on with your report, Sophia.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, it is highly expected that consensus values do not originate from the core team. Besides, the core team will not maneuver the same for the reason that this is a decentralized finance. Maybe, in the future before mainnet, the core team will just guide the pioneers for Pi's final value. And remember that the pioneers, especially in the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia, Laos and East Timor among others, have based their consensus values for Pi from the value applied by the Pi Lifestyle Marketplace or TPL, which is $100, in their selling activities. Remember, Dr. Cheng Fan herself mentioned during her video discussion on Phase 2 goals, one of which she mentioned was building value for Pi. And accordingly, she told her viewers that there was once a time, just right after some of the senior pioneers obtained the first batch of KYC during the earlier phase of the project, that the core team allowed an in-app transfer or IAT of Pi in an experimental capacity. Although the name of TPL has not been mentioned, there's no other marketplace or online store that accepts Pi as payment, aside from TPL and the other one, which is Pi Manila, for which they also valued Pi even higher than $100. The point is that these consensus values had not just been indicated at random, but instead, there are solid bases. Yes, bases that are highly reliable in decentralized finance technology. In Norway, despite this forward-thinking behavior, however, the country's central bank is not recommending Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency as alternative to fiat or government-backed currency, because it's far too resource-intensive, far too costly, and most importantly, it doesn't preserve stability, Øystein Olsen, the governor of Norges Bank, said. The summation is that the government of Norway has declared through its central banking side that they are not yet ready, and it is inconceivable that cryptocurrency will replace the money that's currently controlled by them. We reiterate, Norway is only not recommending any cryptocurrency as alternative to fiat, but Norway is open to cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency is a subset of digital currency, and that is why Norway is the most cashless country in the world. According to livemint.com, the feeling of uncertainty from monetary authorities of the Norwegian central bank came after Norway's most prominent businessman, Kjell Rock, endorsed cryptocurrency, arguing that it will ultimately be on the right side of monetary history. Referring to Bitcoin, Kjell Rock even suggested that a single Bitcoin might one day be worth millions of dollars. Take note, those words come from the most prominent businessman in Norway. And if this is possible for Bitcoin, then this is much more than possible to happen with Pi Network. Bitcoin has been around since 2009, and after more than a decade, Buy Bitcoin Worldwide. Com claimed that there are only a total of more than 1 million unique individuals mining Bitcoin, although there are some news reports claiming that there are already around 6 million Bitcoin holders worldwide. However, compare that with the more than 25 million pioneers of Pi Network. There is a big gap or difference, and a very big advantage already for Pi Network. Plus the more than 100 of economic projects, which are trying to be aligned and meet the standard prototype model of Pi Core Team, and be listed in Pi App Directory. And while Pi Network is fast approaching the mainnet, which according to Dr. Nicholas' own words himself will happen during this December of 2021, then as if the dawning light also begins to grow as the sun rises for the everyday people. It cannot be denied that the hope is growing stronger and stronger, so that even billionaires and businessmen are now starting to focus their attention to cryptocurrencies and especially to Pi Network. Aside from Kjell Rock of Norway, there are some other world billionaires who are crypto fanatics. Cannot be ignored in the list is Elon Musk, the real-time richest man in the world with a net worth of $203.5 billion, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. There's also Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Investment Management, and Matt McDermott, Global Head of Digital Assets for Goldman Sachs Global Markets Division. Goldman Sachs, as portrayed in a video about Star Network cryptocurrency, is a leading global financial institution with 26 offices in the United States alone, and around 35 locations in richer countries around the world. Some of Goldman Sachs's former senior executives are now associates of Star Network's core team. Okay, so what are the central bankers now doing here in Norway? According to livemint.com, the Norwegian central bank is racing to respond to widespread cashlessness by developing their own digital currencies before other cryptocurrencies take over their economy. Yes, you heard it right, Norway is developing its own cryptocurrency. Norway is doing this because of the growing interest in cryptocurrency globally and the low level of cash use in Norway. However, as CNBC.com reported, the deputy governor of Norges Bank, Ida Woldenbach, said that the creation of a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, would differ from a cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, in many ways, but importantly because a CBDC would be issued and backed by a country's central bank to complement physical cash rather than replace it entirely, and offer a more stable alternative. It is also cited that Norway is not the only forerunner in developing central bank digital currencies on CBDC. There is also Sweden. Yes, Sweden, another Scandinavian country. And also China. And remember, they are world leaders among major economies. According to NBC News, China now has more billionaires than the United States, and CNBC reports that China is set to overtake the United States as the world's largest economy. That is why these moves of these economic giant countries to create their own cryptocurrencies cannot be ignored. These world leaders with their policy makers are already doing things to team up with technology experts on how to design something for central banks to control cryptocurrencies. While this is happening, Pi Network's core team has concluded the successful hackathon, and together with the more than 100 economic projects who participated, are presently busy improving and modifying their projects to comply or to be aligned with the core team's prototype model and in order to get listed in Pi app directory within Pi browser, resulting in a very healthy economic system. In the Philippines, pioneers are very busy preparing for their respective economic projects that will contribute much to the realization of turning Pi into real money. One of the most promising economic projects is Express Pi. Express Pi volunteer staff are very busy in preparation for the mainnet. Express Pi is a marketplace of goods and commodities for your everyday needs. Express Pi had been created and organized to utilize Pi on its platform, and Express Pi now is on its beta version. Try to visit Express Pi's platform and see how you can use your Pi in purchasing some items during mainnet. They are also in the process of developing Express Pi's logistics component, the Express Pi Logistics Division, which is currently in need of a manpower services in both of its national and international operations. Anybody, but preferably a pioneer, may express his or her intent either by leaving a comment below, or contact or message us at expresspie.com. You can be assured that your messages will be delivered to Express Pi. We are announcing this because there are so many pioneers who do not know yet what's happening down there. This is Sophia, reporting for Norway, the most cashless country in the world, and some of the global facts on Pi Network, the most popular unlisted cryptocurrency in the world, and some of its economic projects impending the main network's launching in December. Back to you, Melissa.
Thank you, Sophia. And that is the content of Sophia's very informative report about cryptocurrency's most promising future in Norway, the most cashless country in the world, with its $300 to $500 consensus value. Sophia also brought to us some important sidetracks from other parts of the world like the Philippines and some ASEAN countries with their $100 consensus value. Norway is really a beautiful country, and aside from its being the world's most cashless country, according to National Geographic, Norway is also a home to a UNESCO-listed world's most famous fjord, the Geiranger Fjord. Very beautiful. This is the complete edition of Crypto Global News for this week, dear viewers, and let us look forward to next week's edition, a Crypto Global News in Denmark, with some reports from China and the United States. Next week's edition theme is, A Cashless World is Coming. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Melissa and you are in Crypto Global News, for Daily Living with Gualbert.